Greetings and salutations all out there in the interwebs. It is I, Duncanito11, and tonight we will be going through another adventure in Star Trek Reliant, the Star Trek Adventures TTRPG podcast, set in the Star Trek Online universe and pulling a lot from the old Star Trek Online foundry. So without further ado, let's introduce our cast, starting with our man out of time, DB Wells.
I go first most of the time because I'm alphabetically high up in the order.
Yay! Then we've got our science officer, Grawl.
Adventures in space, but mostly on a planet right now.
We've got our security officer, Chorog.
I'm here to drink the rum and ask questions later.
We've got our con officer, Karjun Rotting.
Hi. Synth has a low battery warning. How are you? If you'd like to tell us how you're doing or anything else, you can write to us at reliant@starbaseugc.com.
Reliant@starbaseugc.com, as we must always intone. And then we've got our CMO, XO, and acting captain, Eli O'Connor.
I'm eating a bag of baby carrots right now, but I don't have any wrench to go with it, so I'm kind of in a bad place in my life right now.
And
You thought this was a joke.
here. You had the carrots.
I am Bezak, and I am playing Rictier, and I have words that will come out eventually, because words.
Words like the following words. Last time we stopped a Undine plot to, well, mess with the Ibi government, a minor Beta Quadrant power, and basically right in between Federation and Klingon space. They were trying to mess with the government a little bit and also skedaddle with intel about Iconian efforts to, well, interfere with their own society and culture. We blew up a few of the Undine, the shapeshifter dudes known as Species 8472, and let one of them go with intel, and that might change some things in the future here. But for now, like, the crew has...
I'd say, strictly speaking, just based on things that happened last session, the Iconian War is going to be different.
Yeah. And then at the very end, we had a strange encounter with one of the old Ibi android Pantheon members who used to rule the planet, named Fellows, a rather gold fellow who appeared in a field and then disappeared. So, basically, the crew has, well, some genuine vacation time now, everything settled on the planet, but also, well, there's a strange robot fellow who might be involved in some of this stuff. So what deal? But anywho, we're going to start off with, let's see.
At least this time his name isn't Tycho. And that joke is for probably about 3 people.
Anyway. Yeah, did we leave the farm yet?
From what I recall, we didn't, although we'd made plans to go into the city via train, I think it was.
Alright, so let's go ahead and have us get started on the train. So we're basically going downtown just to do a little bit of, light touristing while some other points are checked. That would give us a point of next destination. So let's go ahead, and as folks, basically, folks have worked their way variously to the main train station in the farm town that Kara grew up in. So it's a small little affair, but we're having to go through Ibi Public Transit. So, before we get started with that, I want everyone to make me a Reason Engineering roll, or Reason Con.
The first person to suggest that Kara rides in the cargo department dies.
Would
I gotta look up sheets.
Would survival work here?
Yes, it would.
What was it? Reason what?
Reason Con or Reason Engineering.
And of course I did fine. I live here. Yeah, it doesn't look like the public transport is going to eat anybody today.
Wow.
Well, maybe DB.
No, he's fine.
He used the wrong roll set.
Oh.
What?
You used the dice golem instead of Magel.
Well, he
Wait.
still did a two. He still got 2 rolls on there, so that was a 2d20. So what's your target?
He rolled 15, not 1d something.
Oh.
Wait, what?
You didn't use the right command.
Oh.
Just do /R.
Wait.
Or
I don't get it. There's 2 die results.
There's not 2 die results. You rolled a 15. So out of 15, it rolled 15, which equals 15.
Oh, sorry. I was looking
the
at
roll
Graves.
expression is 15.
I was looking at Graves.
No,
Wait, but my target was 15.
wrong dice roll. You used the wrong bot.
Are we okay, I guess okay, never.
/D20 tab 15.
I'm so
Enter.
I looked at Marcus's roll twice. I don't know why.
Marcus did roll twice, I guess, for 2 of his characters.
Yep. So just use a different expression to do a 2d20 roll. Your target being 15. There we go. 1 success. Good enough. So, for the people with 2 successes, you're able to immediately spot the timetables listed in the IBI script with a little bit of a rotating gimmick. So basically, those kind of cycling up to the top in the dials for train times, those are the ones coming up, and there's quite a few, so there's a lot of small rail services going around here. And you're able to pick out the platform, so you're able to lead those who just got a 1 over to the correct platform, and you guys have a short little wait before this little train car arrives. And on that point, too, you've got vending machines nearby, you've got television screens to watch. There's a lot of just regular IBI culture around here. So just catering to, local civilian traffic and business folks traveling through this part of FR.
On the record,
question. Oh, sorry.
when you started to describe the train timetables, immediately I had that nice mechanical noise in my head that it usually makes.
Clip, clop, ow.
More like...
It used to be a physical dial.
I was thinking, when you described it, I was thinking of the displays where it just rolls over the little flaps with the numbers and letters.
Okay, Ila.
Sorry, you were taking a second, so I ate another carrot. I have a question. Are there any weird vending machines around? Like anything with, not standard, food or snack?
Well, this is an
This
alien
isn't
planet.
Japan's back alleys.
Are you
Not what
sure about that, given what I was just about to say?
Oh,
Yes.
dear Lord.
All right.
You do have a few, miscellaneous, kind of instead of a convenience store, you've got convenience vending machines. So those would have medication, small little tools for, trimming nails, taking care of hair. But then you've also got, a generalized t-shirt vending machine and other miscellaneous clothing as well. So it's kind of like what you would expect out of a Walgreens, just as a series of 3 vending machines next to your standard snacks.
Tell me about the t-shirts.
The t-shirts are, a variety of different souvenir t-shirts for the surrounding area of Ifar. So you've got one for, Otakon. You got one for Otamiya. You've got one for the farmland you guys are in. Then you've also got, various different colonial t-shirts as well. General Planet and other regions.
Any funny ones?
I mean, there's gonna be there's one you're browsing a little menu with all the different graphic designs, and there's one with an IBI pun about a local species of fish, but it basically translates to Rempa are delightful. It doesn't quite translate in English.
I was about to say, he asked if there's any funny shirts, and let's be honest, that's going to be entirely a subjective question.
It's also like, do you consider tours slogans funny? In the sense
Depends
of, like,
on the
it's
slogan.
they're not good.
Anyway, I'm gonna get that shirt and hand it to Setsa.
You hand the tube to Setsa. Setsa looks at the tube.
It's the funny pun shirt.
Huh? Oh, sure. Oh, she, like, it takes her a second to catch on. She is definitely not familiar with this stuff, although, Kara, you know, this is the local tourism board vending machine.
Kara just raises a digital eyebrow and then goes back to looking at her pad. She's doing research on the Pantheon and Fellows in particular.
Setsa giggles at the pun. He's like, "Oh, it's a cute grandpa. And they are delightful in the springtime."
I don't think they have your size car, else I'd get you one.
Thank the Pantheon for that.
I'll see if we can find a repliman and we can get you one.
Rick is sort of somewhat disappointed that there isn't. I visited Ifar and all I got was this lousy t-shirt shirt.
No, unfortunately not.
Our planet has more respect than that.
So, the train comes, and it's a 6-car little magnetic rail number, and comes to a halt, and the doors open. A few travelers step out, a few more step in, and the crew is guided by the people who got it too into the train car, where, well, you've got your standard public transportation seating, so variety of bench seating, variety of sort of paired single seats, but then they sort of rotate forward and back, allowing you to either just kind of all face forward, all face back, or like a couple people to face each other. But, you guys notice that they've also got bathrooms here, so it's not entirely like a DC Metro system.
Kara remains standing after making several abortive attempts to try and sit, but her thick tail gets in the way.
So just sits down next to where Kara is standing and just says, "Oh, we gotta petition FR to have more adjustable seats. Like, come on, plenty of species have tails."
But few of quite the girth of mine.
It's
Daniel is standing nearby, holding one of the hooks you hold onto on the subways. Just like, I could make that detachable for you.
It already is. I just don't want to freak everybody out. And Kara just wraps her tail around Setsa instead.
Squirrel keeps on trying to get into a chair, but keeps failing at trying to jump up.
Need some help, guy?
Yes.
Kara goes over and lifts Grawl up, although he may end up with the same tail trouble that she has.
Yay.
You go for upsies.
And Rick is also just grabbing the handles, same as DB.
Okay, I hadn't thought about that, because the SAR have tails too, don't they, Rick?
They got very stubby, sort of not really set proto tails kind of thing.
But it's probably pretty thick. Yeah.
It's more like a protrusion than an actual tail, but
never mind.
Turtle tail.
I was trying to see if we needed to complain to the FR government on the basis of biological species as well.
Oh, also, just as a note, for ease of traveling with it, Daniel is in full astronaut setup, helmet on and everything.
It's a toss-up who gets more stairs, Kara or Daniel.
So the train goes along, and Setsa, after a while, kind of casually leans back and says, "So, I might have told Omakaiken that we are coming in."
Okay. And Kara just kind of looks down at her. Is it why is this relevant?
the local government might want to do something to, like, celebrate us.
Kara just sighs as her pad goes down to her side and she just hangs her head and says, God's fucking damn it.
Setsa looks around and says, well, can't really get out of the train now, so we just gotta wait. We'll get to the platform. There's gonna be a little bit of a thing, and then we can skedaddle.
Kara tries to basically squeeze Setsa a bit tighter on her tail and just says, you planned this, didn't you?
Setsa is just going, maybe a little bit. She is very squishy.
Kara relents, not wanting to damage Jibby, but still has an annoyance.
Graves is still looking at the doors like, maybe.
Kara looks over at Graves. If you want, I can grab you and we can jump off together. I can take the hit, and you'll be fine afterwards when I protect you.
He's conflicted and says, I don't think Starfleet would like if I did that.
Eli is zoning out. He has no idea what you're all talking about right now.
What about Ryuji?
Ryuji, did you forget him at the station since I forgot to roll for him?
No, we did not forget Ryuji.
Okay.
If he's supposed to be with us, then somebody who got a 2 was making sure he was with us.
All right,
we're all misleading him.
Ryuji's looking for the dining car.
Yeah, just one train car back. There's one of the passenger cars is divided into this little tiny snack little pavilion where you've got an Ibby chef working over a simple griddle and cooking up various breakfast meats and pastries.
Frog's looking for the lounge car. He wants a drink.
Oh, that's better. Like, the snack car is the best you've got. It's a commuter train.
You're supposed to be on this for maybe an hour at best, so they're not really serving high-class food. Just snacks and drinks.
Man, we all read. We read the like aesthetic of this train very differently. I was reading this as like a subway situation.
Like,
yeah, that's basically what I was thinking. I was thinking like this is basically a Shinkansen.
Yeah, I'm reading this like German high-speed rail.
I thought this was like Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh no, we're not going to be on the train very
Every
long.
car is different.
You know, that kind of car. You know, like a cross-country train.
I was thinking Japanese bullet trains.
Well, you see, Nick and I were on the same page, and me and DB are kind of on similar wavelengths as well, so...
I am clearly way off.
Although I did mention the seating is a little bit like the Chicago metro system, like for the longer distance trains, so... I like trains. They're cool.
It's better than the DC metro system. I do not like the DC metro system.
Well, like I said, we'll probably be here for an hour, so I mean, this is more than a subway ride, but...
Okay, so this is not Amtrak, okay.
Yeah. So, at this point, John walks in, looks around, and says, hey, what's up?
John, glad to see you here. Pardon me a moment, I need to ask a question to Setsa. Kara looks over at Setsa, and she kind of has a little glare on her face, and she says, so, this meeting and thanks, is this due to us personally, us as part of Starfleet?
Yes.
So we are representing Starfleet?
Yeah, a bit.
Okay. John, I really need you to do me a favor, if you would. I promise I'll make you some nice, crispy fried mushrooms later if you'll do it for me.
Oh, yes.
Please go up to the ship and grab my uniform and bring it down.
Should I grab anything else?
You might have to ask other folks. But if I'm going to be up there representing Starfleet, I should probably wear something.
Okay, sounds good. And he spore jumps out. And he's back a few moments later with Car's uniform and Ross.
Can't believe he didn't ask anyone else if they needed anything.
He'll be making multiple trips, probably.
He might also have assumed that anybody who needed anything would have spoke up.
He went pretty quick. He wanted the mushrooms and accomplished task A, and then he's going to go around and then see what else he can get from people.
And Kara basically just kind of ends up putting her uniform on and just kind of saying quietly to Ross, so you got roped in too?
Rubbed into what? He just took me.
Ah. Well, we're going to Otakon, and apparently we're going to be representing Starfleet and getting some sort of thanks for whacking on a bunch of Undine.
Oh, well, it's better than meeting with the Admiralty. Well, it'll be funny. They get to stare at my blank share for a little while.
Yeah, I think I might just set myself to automatic and go to sleep while I'm standing up there. As long as my eyes are open, I don't think anybody would notice.
Yeah, sounds good.
And at this point, Kara has kind of pulled on her long tunic sort of uniform that she wears.
John proceeds over to the next person, which is going to be Eli in this case, and just says, taking orders. Anything from Reliant you need?
What would we need stuff for? He says, snapping back to reality after just staring out the window. What's going on?
Diplomatic thingy that's going to happen when we get off train. Maybe awards.
Shit. I'm already in my uniform, so I don't need that. Okay, John, listen. I need you to go into my quarters, right?
Yeah.
Go over to my mantle. Like, the fake fireplace.
Oh, yeah, that thingy.
Yes, okay. 3 swords up, I want you to get me the officer saber. Not the katana, not anything like that, not the claymore, the officer saber.
So it's like the thick one, the thick curvy one.
I would say thin curvy one, not thick curvy one, but yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I go get. And then he sport jumps out.
Oh, and he's already.
I was about to.
Yeah, true.
I was about to say, and Kara, sarcastically says, "Yes, the thick, curvy one is the Shamsir."
And then John's back a minute later with a sword. He's like, "Your sword."
All right. He starts putting on his belt. I was going to say something else, but I've already forgotten. Shit.
Kara snickers and just says, "Organic problems."
Hey, John, can you go back to my quarters and get my nice dress leather coat and uniform?
Okay, yeah, that's like hanging up in the closet, and not this like real spiky one, right?
No, the other one.
Okay, I go get
Yeah, it has a black and red sash with it.
It's rude to yell from the dining car, right?
Yeah,
I was just imagining he does have a comm badge, He doesn't have to yell from the dining car.
He's yelling
Not to
from the
mention-
dining car.
I was about to say, not to mention it could have been that John went over to him and asked.
Not yet. He's just yelling.
I'm just saying.
It's a public train.
There aren't many
What's
other
your
people
point?
here with him. And like the few people that are there are just like listening to music, and they're not paying attention to the main group after the initial glances over for curiosity's sake.
Yeah, not a lot of people do any traveling from my town. Nobody really goes in, nobody really comes out. Most of it's just cargo.
Marcus looks over and says, what do you think the odds that these people just getting in the car with us are planetary security?
Possible, but unlikely. Usually, when it comes to planetary security, they don't bother being very subtle.
Okay. He's just giving the very severe look as John fetches Chorog's gun. And he's
I
back.
bet at least
He's got
one is.
quite possibly. But Ross has settled over to the snack car and is just sort of enjoying himself. The welcome reprieve, and just chance to see the Ibby countryside as they mosey on into the city.
Yeah,
Or
Rick
thinks for a
is-
minute and then looks over at Nick, or looks over at Eli and says, yeah, actually, if I had to think on it, if there's anybody here from Ibby Security, it's probably the old man.
Yeah. I trust your intuition on these things.
Hey, let's face it, Ross has had dealings with the Ibby before, and she finally goes back to reading her pad.
Oh, that old man. I thought you meant that old man that was sitting over there with the cane and... That old... Okay, you mean Ross, shit. Yeah, no, that tracks.
And they work into town, and the curving city of an arcing city of FR comes into view, where you've got a bit of a spiral configuration of the main layout, and the train follows that for a little bit before snaking into the center of the city, where the main train station is.
Rick, did you have something you wanted to add?
I was just saying that Rick is just sort of mainly staring out at the window, like just sort of not being too immersed, just sort of slightly being aware of his circumstances, but just sort of like taking in Ifar as a whole so far.
It's really rather pretty. There's been quite a reforesting and rewilding effort across FR, but especially if you're looking for a long time, you'll start to note that the view seems rather samey. It's almost as if there's not as much biodiversity on the planet as there should be.
Let me do a roll. I want to see if he actually picks that up. No, he doesn't.
Farms be pretty.
Poor Rick is not a scientist.
So yeah, they pull into the main train station. The platform merges and there's a little bit of a notification saying regular traffic should exit on the left side of the train. Specially designated traffic should exit on the right side.
Kara looks down at Setsa. So which are we?
We're the special ones.
Alright.
Oh no. Not special.
So there's a bit of a gathering. There's quite a lot of people on the right side of the platform gathering for some kind of spectacle and event. Many cameras are around. Quite a few members of the press. Some people that look like they're in official, dignitary robes.
Kara,
I guess this is your last chance to opt out.
No. Kara releases Setsa from her tail, does a Picard maneuver, and makes sure that, her uniform has both the Conclave and Starfleet badges, and just kind of steps out.
And as the doors open and Kara steps out, they hear the throng of cheering and various adulations of the mighty crew who defeated the Undine, and so on and so forth.
Eli steps out with them. How much do you think they paid them to get a crowd here? I don't see why, this many people would be here to cheer.
Setsa looks over and says, I think they're like officials, like parts of the administrative assembly and stuff.
Oh, so they do get paid, okay.
Yeah, this is like a organized event.
Kara just mutters under her breath, politicians.
Yeah, well, at least I'm not becoming, like administrator or anything like that, so we should play it cool. Hopefully we won't get roped into anything, and yeah.
Kara steps forward and starts to go through with whatever greeting she's going to have to do with her please kill me smile on her face.
And the person she meets is Vela Jagoro, who matches her smile 1-1.
Oh, in that case, Kara lets the smile drop for a second and just says, "Oh, hi, Vela."
Hey, Kara, how's it go?
I am not big on public events, but here we are.
Yeah, neither am I, so... we got some special gifts for you. We'll handle that. Special tray. Don't worry. I got you covered.
Very well. Kara leans in very close and just kind of says, "By the way, we met with Fellows. Thought maybe you might want to know, even if not a general thing."
Yes, Setsa sent me a report last night, given, the severity of the situation. And the special surprise I have relates to that.
Oh. Kara now has a genuine smile. Well, that should be interesting.
Yeah, hopefully. So, and she puts on a big booming voice. Hello, Ibby gathered here today. We have special visitors from afar who have done us great services. So, without belaboring the points, we shall present our thanks to people who saved quite a lot of people, solved the murder mystery, and made sure that, collateral damage was kept to a bare minimum. Certainly things we hope for in our interstellar friends, and hopefully one day we'll have a closer association. And at that, there's clapping, but at the words of closer association, some of the gathered dignitaries and politicians aren't clapping quite as enthusiastically as others.
To be fair, we've got a lot of weird different powers here. We've got a Nausicaan from the Klingon Empire. We've got a synth from the Conclave. Everybody else, I think, is mostly Federation.
Did Kara say this?
No, but I would like to point it out above the table.
There we go. I mean, it could be funny.
I mean,
just like we've got special
we
powers.
only have like 2 humans and none of the other major Federation species. No Vulcans, no Andorians, no Tellarites.
Wait, who's the other human? I know there's DB. Who's the other human?
Ross.
Graves, technically. Oh, Ross, too.
Oh, well, 3 humans then, technically.
And a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoever Daniel happens to be standing next to in this moment, he's gonna lift up his visor and just whisper, I'm not being turned into a diplomat, am I?
And I'll let you know that the second you lift up that visor, you are getting flashbulbed to death because the paparazzi were waiting to see your face.
Lifts visor. I'm not getting to. Ah!
Fitness security or fitness medical.
Sorry, I just had this mental image of a guy who is normally in this, sort of gold-plated reflective visor, and he lifts it up, and it's like, okay, now's the time for the picture.
It's like Daft Punk. My god, wait, Daniel, are you Daft Punk?
If he is, we might have to go put him back. We don't want to mess with that.
Focusez avec moi.
So with one success, you're stunned, but you don't fall over.
They get a lot of pictures of him with the Limmy, like, with flashlight in the face, woken up in bed expression.
The tabloids are going to run with that, but basically, like, trying to say, like, oh, the sordid lives of off-worlders, or the eligible lives of off-worlders.
Oh no.
Take your pick. Anyway.
Who is he next to, by the way? He was going to try to whisper.
Okay, so let's go ahead and make that Rick.
Yeah.
So Daniel has asked, is he going to be part of a diplomatic thing now?
It's just I'm not being turned into a diplomat, am I?
It's slightly part of Federation tools, but not in any serious.
Kara, standing to Daniel's other side, just kind of whispers to him, just stand up straight, smile politely, and nod when you're supposed to.
Yes,
Right. And Daniel lowers his visor again.
Ryuji comes out of the train. He's got a bunch of snacks in his arms.
I'm just imagining that also will play well with the paparazzi. Local foreigners interested in Ibi cuisine.
Just a second, I'm looking up one name real quick.
Majestic Foxman with armful of snacks. He's very tall. Very muscle.
How tall is he again?
He's like 6'7". Oh, so I gotta.
Okay, so he's a little shorter than Kara, but he is very tall.
I have this written down somewhere. Give me a second.
All I remember is that
Stop for time!
All I remember is that Kara's about 7 feet.
I guess 6'7".
Okay, got it.
What? No.
No, stop it! I will strangle you.
Lamau. That's one for the kids.
So, at the conclusion of the prepared speech, a older male Libyan, with flowing black hair and flowing black armor as well. So it's an integrated set of robes and armor, and sort of like a sleek, like satiny black and obsidian black for the armor set. Walks up and smiles to Eli. Vela Jigoro, the administrator, gives the man a quizzical look of like, what are you doing? Before anything can say, the man introduced himself as, I am Lord Gorana, the Ibi Noble Assembly of Families. And, considering the magnitude of your efforts and your role in affairs and kind of the central point of leadership, I present to you something special.
While this is going on, Kara whispers slightly to Setsa, who is at her other side. If movies and books have taught me anything, that's the bad guy.
Setsa says, he's kind of like the big lord man of the noble families, like the Honcho dude. So, yeah, I don't want to say...
So basically, yeah.
Well, he's not the worst of them. Come on. I mean, he's like he's kind of like the agricultural specialist. He does a lot of, land and farming, so... I know, he just likes... He's
probably going to want to talk to me then, isn't he?
We'll see. Just... Okay, we can hide here behind, Chorog. So Setsa settles behind Chorog as, Eli, you are handed a small, metal rod with a sort of a twist-off, cap on the end of it.
Thank you. What is it?
Open it.
Okay, he's going to very slowly...
Snakes.
He's going to point it at Kara as he slowly opens it.
There's an elegant piece of paper inside. Written in Ifar. Or
Right,
Ifan.
It's not snakes, alright? I'm going to take it out and I'm going to read it.
In flowing letters, it says that one Dr. Eli O'Connor has been granted a noble title in the noble families of Ifar, which includes a small villa and estate in the far northern continent. So, you've just been made a noble of Ifar.
Oh shit, what my title?
Lord?
Yeah, Lord is kind of the default for, high. Lord or Lady is the default for, head of the family.
Dang, I was hoping I'd be a count. Oh well, this is still good.
And you can call yourself whatever you like at this point. It is your noble family, and traditions do vary. But, Vela is just sort of dumbstruck as, what the basically giving, Garana a what the fuck expression, and Garana is just smiling. There's wheels within wheels playing, but, a non-Ibi was just made part of the noble families here. Which is just
Screw it, why not? It comes with a villa. I need a place to vacation that's not Ryza.
Kara and Vela kind of have a look.
Setsa doesn't know what's going on, she's just hiding behind Chorog.
Would that mean
Honestly, best place to be.
Just when that means the shenanigans at Ryza will just happen here instead?
I mean, to be fair, shenanigans seem to follow us no matter where we go and what we do.
And at that, Vela calls and okay, well, thank you all for coming out. I'll have a private moment with our little heroes. Grana, I'll be speaking with you later. Yes, later. And she ushers the group along with the security detail towards just down a ramp towards another section of train platform.
Just to check, does Garana take any time to try and shake hands with anybody?
No, he's standing back.
Smart boy.
Although, okay, let's give Kara an opportunity here, and a small pudgy lord.
Oh no, I was thinking him in particular because reasons. She's not going to just do that to anybody, so she's going to be polite to anyone else.
Yeah, so the group is ushered down, including making sure Grawl is included. Bella's pays very close attention not to let little dinosaur fellow not get left behind.
To be fair, if John's still here, he's not the smallest.
John isn't there.
Huh. Makes note of this.
I don't like John not being here.
Ross is, smiling, waving, kind of chatting with a few people as they pass, and they're soon in this sectioned off little section of train platform with a decidedly larger and more ornate train waiting.
Oh, where are we going?
You are going to Portana, says Bella.
And I would recognize this city as...
A northern former resort town known for its warmer seas than you would expect from such a high latitude. So it's good for surfing, but mainly it's just a vacation destination and place where there's a lot of museums, galleries, villas, and casinos.
Oh god,
At
it's
the
Indy
hotel.
Vegas.
It is effectively the northern, like it's the equivalent of Adelaide, but on the northern continent.
Kara just kind of nods, and she sort of gets the hint of museums and such.
And says, this train will go quite fast, and we'll get you there within, 18 hours.
Jesus, are we going across the planet?
Yeah, it's quite far north. We are in the equatorial latitudes.
Okay. I was about to say that was above the table. It's just, but I mean, if it's 18 hours,
we'll do a
that's
time
sort of...
skip. We'll do a time skip for that one. But yeah, you guys
No,
have.
I want to roleplay in real time the whole 18 hours.
So
Well,
this
actually, I
is
was
much
about to say,
more
we
a
could-
Murder on the Orient Express train.
Yeah, well, there you go. Is this a okay break time?
Yep, okay, break time, and you guys are shanghaied onto another train. So you go from one train, and your tourism dreams are denied to go to another location. Sent
I
by
mean,
Bella.
it depends on your tourism dreams.
Yes, you get more casinos this way. Cortana is cooler. So after a night spent, and an evening spent, and a bit of a morning spent on the Ibby Polar Express, you guys are starting to pull up towards the main city area. People are variously distributed about a train which has only them on it.
Okay, one question. You said this is the Polar Express?
Yes?
Did we have the whole hot chocolate musical scene?
No.
Damn it!
No musicals. Unless you guys put them on yourselves. And going stir crazy.
Kara spent most of the time just asleep and recharging. As we start to near up, she kind of just takes a cable from her tail and just kind of lets it spool back into herself as she pulls it out of the plug. One would think on these trains they'd have wireless charging by now.
It's a fancy train, meaning old train, meaning how fairly analog for the time period. And we can have Setsa say that.
I mean, I thought that was what... I figured that was probably who was saying it. You had the tenor in your voice where it didn't sound like something you were saying above table.
Yeah, I just didn't quite pitch it to Setsa. But at any rate, though, yeah, Setsa, she's in a sleeping hammock, usually reserved for kids, but she's still light enough to be able to sit in it. Where the main bunks are occupied by the adults, so Marcus and Kara.
Kara just looks over. Do you want us to just leave you in the hammock? I could probably carry you out like that.
Tempting. No, there's been no official announce of her presence, so we should be able to blend in fairly well as just visiting people from space.
Arriving on the fanciest train on Iflar.
Yeah, we've got money.
There.
Yeah. So, I've checked over, and Vela has dispensed quite amount of funds to quite the funds to our. We're stinking rich.
I'm sure someone has use for that. I'll be heading to the museums.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll be able to pay for accommodations, no problem, and any shopping people want to do.
Can't think of anything I would want.
Furniture?
We have quarters. It already has what I need in it.
Okay.
I mean,
curtains?
We do have to, you just reminded me, we do have to check out Eli's new villa and maybe organize furniture for that. Depending.
I mean, is that in this town? I figured it might be somewhere else.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know where it is, but at least
Well,
check what
Don't get
That's
to say
sensor
it
is
is in the same
available.
place.
You haven't announced that though to the others. You've given your details on the villas separately.
Oh, I thought they were saying that out of character.
I was. I didn't
Yeah, it is.
remember, so
It is this place.
Gotcha. Fortuna. Fortuna be the name of the place. You are just arriving. And Eli, inside security.
Oh no. Give me a second, I gotta open the drive.
You awake in your bunk. You look up. And something scrabbles in the darkness.
John, is that you?
No.
John, that sounds like you're lying.
Ross said I was to be like the wind.
Why is Ross spying on Ross?
Keeping an eye. I keep close, and I be like ninja. And you see, John is dressed in the dark blue of a authentic ninja garb.
because real ninjas wear blue.
Why does Ross want you to spy on me?
Well, not spy. Just keep close eye, just to see who else is spying on you.
So people are spying on me, and you're counter spying on the people spying on me.
Just counter spy.
Sorry, I'm laughing at what you just posted.
Man with sleeping in helmet. Oh, if we could do a thumbnail.
Houston, what the fuck?
Yep.
Moon's haunted.
So, yeah, train's coming to a stop. Folks are able to pack up and nervously disembark the train when ready, or discuss their prior antics on the train.
Has Eli at least mentioned at all that he has been? Well, actually, no. I guess it was kind of obvious that he was made a noble. So
Yeah, so you know that he's been given a noble, and
Right
you know
over
that
his
probably
shoulder,
comes.
I guess.
Yeah, so that's happened and created some interesting diplomatic complications with the fact that the human was made a noble, or human Trill was made a noble on Ifar. It's certainly going to be making the news rounds.
Kara just kind of walks over and just says, "Watch your ass. There's definitely some politicking going on here. Although to be fair, out of all of us who could get assassinated, with you it won't stick."
Exactly. So, yeah.
John calls from the ceiling as Kara says that.
And if I did get assassinated, I don't think my family would be very happy.
No, but that could be part of the plan.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you want angry fucking guy that's, lived for fucking ever to plan.
I
for a
mean, if
couple-
they want to fuck off the Federation and get close to the Empire, that's a possibility.
Yeah, I think it'd be a bit worse than that, but
Look, just be careful.
yes, John, you're a ninja.
Ninja.
Kara gives him a pat on the back. Anyway, I have a built-in communicator, so you can always get a hold of me if you need to.
Of course. John, if you're gonna spy on me, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Bloody Mary with rum instead of vodka.
Okay, and he
No, there's a name
scrabbles.
for that.
He scrabbles along the ceiling towards the dining car.
I know there's a name for that, but I've just forgotten it.
Kara at this point is going to go around and make sure that the various people are awake. Hangover status, notwithstanding.
Folks have been given their own room if they want, but they can also be bunking as they also desire.
Rick's got his own room, and as Kara checks in, you find him is actually trying to do a headstand. Is upside down right now in pajamas.
Kara just blinks. Morning exercises?
That and felt a bit tired. Not tired, but listless. I wanted to do something, but not much to do on the train.
I know the feeling. Anyway, we'll be arriving soon. You probably want to change clothes. She'll just quietly shut the door.
And with that, you sort of hear a bit of a thud as he sort of falls down to the ground and then gets up.
Kara goes to check on Chorog and see how badly he's plastered himself on free drinks.
Frog's just sitting there throwing back a whiskey sour, trying to entertain himself.
Kara just walks over. Have you even slept?
No.
Oh dear. Are you going to be able to walk off the train?
Yes.
Okay, I'll hold you to that.
Okay.
She goes, go check on Grawl.
Grawl is in his room trying to hop up on the bed and had after previously failing the night before.
Kara just kind of opens the door and just kind of pokes her head in. We're going to be arriving soon.
Okay, I just need to get my stuff. It ended up on top of the bed.
Kara just kind of finishes opening the door, goes over and gives Grawl a hand up. And just kind of says, we really need to get you a stepladder.
Thanks, everything's so tall here.
Yeah. And she just kind of steps back out and closes the door and goes looking for Daniel.
I guess Daniel would be. I guess he'd be in wherever he ended up sleeping. Currently cleaning the inside of his suit because he's been wearing it for a while, for more than 24 hours at this point.
Kara just kind of pokes her head in the door and just says, we can get John to bring you some extra clothes if you want.
Oh no, I brought clothes for the trip because we were going to be staying the night no matter what. I just I spent the night in this suit and it can, yeah, not this night, the last when it was. Never mind.
Point is, you'd rather keep the suit around. You'd rather keep it clean.
Yeah, I figure we're not in imminent danger of being shot at on the train.
Probably not. Anyway, we'll be arriving soon.
Alright.
And indeed, the train is slowing down, indicating that they're arriving, and there's a delightful chime on the train intercom saying, "Thank you, guests, for arriving with maybe Continental Rail Services. We are approaching Port Hana."
I'll also note that probably since there's no longer an official function, Kara has probably folded up her uniform and put it away.
John returns with Eli's Bloody Mary. Or Bloody Maria.
Yes, in the text chat, I asked John to make it tequila instead of rum, so make it a Bloody Maria. He's like, for the life of me, cannot remember what it is when you add rum.
You have got drinkies, and the doors are opening on the train.
Alright, where's Ryuji?
Ryuji is where he wants to be.
Alright, Ryuji is in the kitchen of the train. He's taken it over, he's pushed out a chef, and he's, cooking his breakfast.
There's a very confused Ibby chef who's not sure what to do because these are VIPs.
Eat good breakfast.
He's just made rice.
Just rice.
Bowl of rice. He takes the fanciest bowl they have and walks off with it full of rice.
Okay, well, he's got rice.
Kara just kind of kneels down next to John and says, well, tonight we'll probably be at a place where I can cook those mushrooms for you. Do you have anything in particular you would like? Or would you prefer something local?
Let's go local.
All right. I will take care of that while I'm out. And Kara makes a mental note to hit up a store and get a variety of mushrooms to fry up for John.
John calls out, "Yay!" And then he, rolls out a window.
Kara looks out the window. You all right?
Ninja! As the train's like pulling away. He ends up 50 yards back from where the train finally stops. And he scuttles off into the city.
Don't worry about that, boy.
And yeah, so they're now able to exit the train as it finally comes to a stop. And enter the coastal city of Portana. It's morning. It's got a cool breeze coming in. The ocean waves that you can hear nearby are quite energetic, but nothing that's too worrying or catastrophic. So yeah, they are just there. The light is low, and the nights are going to be relatively long because it's winter here.
Well, what's everyone going to be up to? I would assume, Eli, that you're probably going out to gamble.
I don't know. I was mainly going to stick around you all.
Oh,
Probably try to find the villa that I got given.
Oh, I didn't realize you had one in this town.
Yeah,
But then again, I suppose that does go with the title.
Yeah.
Well,
Lord.
I was going to just be spending a quiet day at the museum doing research on the Pantheon.
How does villa party sound tonight for everyone?
So long as I can use your kitchen, that would be amazing.
Fuck yeah. Screw it. Yeah, we'll have a rager there.
Excellent.
It's my vacation. I can decide how much I binge drink.
Daniel having just walked up by them, was just about to say, "Isn't it a bit early for that?" when he hears Eli say that.
I said tonight. We're not doing that right now. We still gotta get stuff.
Alright,
To be
he
fair,
was going
this
to
is-
comment on the drink that he asked for first thing in the morning.
It's a breakfast drink. It's a Bloody Maria. It's a breakfast drink.
To be fair, in this kind of city, I don't think there's any real problem people have with day drinking.
DB. This is like Vegas. Think of it like going to Vegas back on Earth.
Well, I guess. And by the way, just again for ease of carrying it, he is wearing the suit, but he does have the helmet in the bag that he had brought the rest of his stuff in.
You want a sip?
No, I'm good.
Alright, you're lost, he says, sipping his drink.
All right. Well, I'm going to be heading to the local history museums and whatnot. Anyone who wants to go is free to go. Anyone who wants to find their own plans is free to find their own plans.
Setsa just steps into line behind Kara and just gives her a salute and says, Reacher's assistant, Setsugo, standing by.
Goro heads over with the museum group.
What kind of museum is it anyway? Is it like a history or a natural history?
Yeah.
Or...
History in this particular case. I'm looking for information on the Pantheon.
Okay, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'll
so
go.
there's the Portana Museum of Science and History, so that should do us.
Isn't that the blue woman?
The what? Portana?
Yeah,
No.
Portana.
No, Portana. P.
Oh, that's been a P this entire time. Okay, shit.
Yeah. Says Setsa. And, as far as the rest of the group goes, Portana is it's a city built along a cove in sort of this tier arrangement. So the first tier is just your dockside establishments. So that's your hotels, restaurants, bars, and your some galleries, pavilions, and stuff like that. But more on the side of like tacky tourism, some arcades as well. Once you go up to the second level, that's going to be your shopping and sort of restaurant district, cafes, bakeries, that type of thing. Third level is your museums, professional businesses, and the main villas. And your fourth level are government offices and major residential blocks.
Eli, I'd like to check out your villa, see if there's any repairs that need to be done, if there's any furniture or other things that need to be sorted for it.
Alright, yeah, okay. I guess I'll have to skip the museum then. I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'd like to check out your villa. I'd like to make sure the beds are up to standard.
Okay. Remember, I get first dibs on the room. I
Fine,
hope it has a
fine.
pool. I hope it has a
Just,
hot tub.
just as long as the bed is quiet.
I'm since it's a villa, I'm assuming it's going to have like many beds to choose from.
Well, that's why we're heading up to see exactly what's on offer.
So, yeah, you've got a museum group and you got a villa group. Let's go ahead and start off with the villa group. So, Eli gets, he's got all the data sheets and authorizations for his villa, so he can easily get to basically arrange for the groundskeeper to let them in, give him a tour, as he so desires. So he just needs to send an email to do that.
No, I'm going to show up unannounced. It's my home.
That what you do?
Yes. I'm going to jump the fence if I have to.
To be fair,
they arrive.
that is an excellent way to test how ready the staff are.
Yeah, so at that point, you're able to take a little cable car up from the base level to tier 3 of the city of Cortana, across which you see, various rooftops and the layout of the city and the nice ocean and the morning light off in the distance. And you arrive, you take a short walk, you come to a villa which is along a row of villas that is, indicated for use for one Eli O'Connor. You can't really see much of the interior grounds, you just have a white wall with like a sliding white panels for the entryway.
Alright, how tall is this wall?
Let's go with 12 feet.
Alright, Eli looks over to Chorog. He stares at Chorog.
What?
Hold on a second, I gotta find the gif right as I say this. Toss me.
Okay.
Alright, Chorog, fitness security.
You got it.
While we're doing that, Rick actually wants to examine what systems there are actually in place. See if there's, some maybe turrets or other security that might cause problems for someone just climbing or being thrown inside.
Not that you can see. If there are security systems, they're very discreet. You've got like a main comms panel on the door with a bit of a vid screen panel. It's rather old, but at the same time, it's in well working order. Eli, you go ups and overs.
Very good.
You get a look at your villa. It's a modern bit of EB architecture. A lot of sort of a black metal construction with large wooden panels, making a 3-story and sprawling villa around which there's a it's not a coniferous, but it's just sort of this rugged continental groundskeeping with a few nice bits of garden area, but for the most part it looks more functional in its layout for the grounds.
He
And at this
dusts
point,
himself off.
as you hit the ground, you hear a beep. And another beep.
Very
And
good.
a third beep.
He's standing up in his feet. He's going over to the gate to get it open.
Small little wheeled robots are approaching you. They've got little pokey pokes.
Ah, cool.
They're rolling up to your ankles.
Hello there.
One of them just shocks you.
Oh yeah, that's a good wake up actually.
Another one shocks you.
Okay, that's really nice.
The first one shocks you again.
Okay, now it's kind of getting old, but
They're trying to just corral you out of the grounds.
this is my home.
You hear an old male voice in the distance call, "Oi, oi, you You there. Back
Me
off,
here.
you two. And you see an old robed Ibby figure, walking along the grounds, just calling off the robots to just kind of shoo. Throws a hammer at one of them. He misses, but it's get owls.
But of course I know him. He's me.
You know what? He's played by Alec Guinness. But he's Ibby. Because we can. And it kind of fits. Anyway, get this old Ibby, grizzled white groundskeeper, or grizzled white-haired groundskeeper come up to you and says, So, may I there be someone who has decided to have looky-loo at some random villa, potential for thievery, but there isn't much here at the moment? Or you are the new master, Eli O'Connor?
Let me see. He looks himself over. Yeah, that's me.
Alright. He calls back over the robots. Maybe it can continue to shock you, and he just sort of starts walking back to the villa and says, It is polite to at least ring. I shall be a moment getting ready.
These are at like the lowest setting. It's no worse than, rubbing your feet on the carpet and zapping someone.
Yeah,
Annoying
no
at
matter,
worst.
no matter. And he opens the domain doors, so the group just sees Eli getting shocked slightly by small robots as the caretaker of the place is going back to the villa to get freshened up before doing an official greeting. Well, at this point, we're going to go back to the museum group. And the museum group has bought tickets for the Ibby, Poltana Museum of Science and History.
Well, Kara immediately heads to the history section and looks up, what she can on the Pantheon. As she's going along, she's making mental notes about a report on the Pantheon for the Conclave.
So there's a generalized gallery of heavy history, and they do have a section of the Pantheon. They also have a few special exhibits. They've got an exhibit on the Ithar Seas, showing a little bit of a food web between the various Ibby types of fishes. They've got an exhibit on Carite mining and smelting, and then you also have a gallery on Usajiro through history. That's sort of the special exhibits.
Kara may come back to one of those later. Business first, pleasure second.
The group is following them along. Marcus has been roped into Setsa's orbit, and Setsa's saying, Hey, there's a museum. If you want to look at anything special, you might want to talk with one of the curators.
Grow asks, what's a Usajiro?
Setsa turns around, points at the base of her tail, and says, This little band here. It shows friendship. Special friendships.
Should I be wearing one?
Someone has to give it to you. But we'll see.
More or less, it's a relationship indicator among Ibby. It can be used for many reasons, often for friendship, sometimes for lovers or family. Sometimes it can also be used as a advertisement that one is available, Kara says very diplomatically.
Oh, like the statue from Ryza.
Yes, quite actually.
Setsa blinks. They have those?
Well, it's not a Usajiro, but the Horgan statue. And Kara kind of drops her voice a bit as she starts explaining to Setsa.
Setsa just blinks. She has been very sheltered from both Ryza culture as well as some of the other finer points of Usagi.
I was about to say, I just imagine Kara just walking with her and talking to her. And you don't get to hear what's being said, but you just get to watch Setsa get pinker and pinker and pinker.
And behind them, Marcus has used his special talents and has hacked open a door and is walking into the back of the museum.
Kara will stop for just a second and look back at him and say, I don't know what you're going to be doing, but if you find anything helpful, be sure and share. I'm just looking for... She kind of sighs and gestures vaguely at the exhibits. Clues, inspiration, something to help me make sense of what's been going on.
Marcus salutes and says, I'm just going to have a chat with some of the curators. I'll be right back. William's got some insight on this.
All right.
He nods and proceeds in, locking the door behind him.
Can Daniel try and, like, scoot in behind?
Sure. He scoots in behind Graves. And the two begin to explore the back areas. And the rest are in the main galleries. So, Kara, the main little history area where you're going through, like, the history of Ithar, it goes through, well, Plains life of primitive Ibi, moving into, the early points of domestication, some fishing culture, eventually through, the minor points of agrarian, pre-industrial, industrial society, you get to, well, a bit of the Pantheon. And you get this sort of wide gallery of each of the Pantheon members, Fellows being in the center of them. Each has a little placard giving information about that member.
She's kind of inwardly taking photos of most of these, the statues in particular, but the placards as well. And then she basically just goes over and refreshes her memory on what Phyllis's general responsibilities were, because there's a possibility that, well, she knows that Sana is not active, but if Phyllis is active, there's a possibility that there might be others.
So Fellows was basically the prime decision maker, so collating data from the other Pantheon members and coming to effectively a tiebreaker or consensus form. So kind of a precursor to the chief administrator. And yeah, he's basically kind of just the chief member of that Pantheon group and providing a little bit of extra direction where the group went their various different ways.
Alright, makes notes. So, a neutral problem solver, often called upon to, what's the word? Liaise between all the others. Okay. In that case, if we do see him again, maybe I could just ask him if there is anyone else active. He's got no reason to answer me, but you don't know unless you ask.
Setsa, meanwhile, is moving quickly by the particular placard for Setsa. She's reading the others and just skips that one.
I would imagine, yes.
She's just like, nope.
Don't need reminders.
And yeah, from there they're able to move into like galleries on early Ibi space flight, first contacts with the Donobulans and other various powers that follow. And there's even a little small mural to the Enterprise B, which is the first Starfleet vessel to come to Ifar.
And around this point, Kara does kind of turn and go to Grawl and just say, "So, were you interested in the Usagi Row exhibit?"
Yes.
Well, that's definitely going to help out when it comes to understanding culture. You'd be surprised what you can learn by just carefully watching an Ibi's tale. I'll head out with you, and I can try and provide some extra context if the exhibits don't have what you're looking for.
Sets at this point is just like she's just imagining like a flamboyant exhibit, something that's just like pushing the bounds of modesty, and she's just like, okay, and she's just like going pink again, following the group.
It's probably much more staid than that, but after having had at least one type of Usagi Row compared to a Horgan.
Yep. And we'll cut over to Graves and Daniel. You guys are walking through sort of like back maintenance corridors, and you enter into an area for collections. The door near Graves just clicks open, and he pushes it open, turns to Daniel and says, can you keep a secret?
I suppose.
So, I may have hacked into, well, with my conclave implants, the collections list for these, well, what they have on the Pantheon. I found a particular artifact of interest, so we're just going to go in there and check out that artifact. So long as and he comes face to face with an old lady in a gray robe.
Daniel's going to, seeing that Graves is looking at someone, not just keep looking at him, pretend like he doesn't notice, and just say, "I'm sorry, I'm very deaf in this ear. Could you say that again? I couldn't quite hear you. I just followed you through the door."
The old lady looks at Graves. Graves says, yeah, we're with Sechigoro and company looking for information about the Pantheon. And the lady just kind of gives him a look. Graves smiles. The lady says, unfortunate as me, since I am a member of the Ikven, manages these galleries. Now, why did you just, break in? We, have open visitation? It's just...
To be fair, we don't have good history with the Ekven.
Graves says, yeah, we just thought we'd slip in real quick and get some information. And she says, slip in? How? With Starfleet tricks? And Graves says, Conclave. He kind of just takes a stab at that. The woman gives him a look, checks out his eyes, and says, very well, what do you need? And Graves gives a drawer number, and she says, this way, this way. It's better when people call. You can have tea ready, have nice chats, talk about shared research interests. It's why we have museums, after all. It's so we can do shared research. It's not just stuff we hoard in.
Now I think about it, this lady doesn't happen to be slightly short and fat, does she?
And she is slightly short and fat.
Oh, god damn it, it's her.
It's not
Maybe.
the same one. It's not the same one.
Okay.
It's just another Ikven nun.
Daniel's
I have a
just
long
gonna-
memory for that weird lady.
No, it's not her. It's just another member of the Ikven whose her day job is just legitimately museum curator, and she just happens to be a member of the order. It's just it's her religious beliefs, and then she just has this job.
It's the twin sister of the one Car's thinking of.
Well,
I was about to say, this one didn't have the weird accent and wasn't talking quite as cryptically, but I know other Ibby who do things like that and can turn it off when they feel like it.
Yeah, but yeah, you just get that conversation. You Graves and Daniel get that conversation if they head over. Graves gives a little bit more information about what they're looking for and why, and she just says, Fellows Wood, he's always been the more melodramatic of the bunch.
We're doing real well about keeping the fact we met him secret, aren't we?
Yeah, Graves let that slip pretty early.
Yeah, I just think it's funny.
Yeah, Graves is kind of he's just I'm just gonna start messing with this guy because, if he's got some designs on Setsa, he's not gonna allow that. Because she's another active Pantheon member.
Jealousy.
Yeah, a little bit.
As-
This is full Marcus / Ilium both doing mischief mode.
I'm just gonna say, as sometime while we're following behind her, Daniel's gonna lean over and whisper, to Marcus. So, do we still need someone to sneak around, or?
Graves says, no, this is fine. This is fine.
Why didn't we ask first?
Because they could have had the day off, and then it's well, you send the email, and then they reply back, and you have to say, no, sorry, we're only here one.
Well, then if they say that there's no one there, then we know the coast is clear to go in anywhere.
All right. We'll do it next time. If there's anything else you want to see, we'll sneak in.
I was going to say, the reason you don't ask is because if you ask, they can say no.
That too. But anyway, they're taken to a series of drawers, and they're rather deep. And the curator, let's give her name Zelaton. So Zelaton pulls up the drawer, says, "Yes, this data unit does tie into the Pantheon era. Don't know quite what's in it. So for someone like yourself who is adept at hacking into things, this would be good use of your talents to aid research." And Graves says, "Sure." And his eyes glow orange, and he looks at it. Then after a moment, the thing starts to open up. It's a dodecahedron that has kind of
Of course it is. It's always a dodecahedron.
It's a dodecahedron. And the dodecahedron has a lot of small panels, small little bits of writing on each one of them. It's tanning construction, maybe made of ceramic. It opens up, and there's a projector that comes up. And at that point, it starts giving them a biology quiz.
Sorry, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I don't know if I absentmindedly pressed X on the window or if it just spontaneously closed. But what happened since Grave started?
They got okay. So they got to the drawer. The lady who's been helping them, Zoltan, opened it up. Graves hacked into it. It opened up, and it's an education instrument from the time of the Pantheon.
So now this opened up dodecahedron is trying to quiz you on biology.
And
I really should have. Probably should have.
Can we borrow this? The lady shrugs and says, "Sure." At that, we just cut back over the main group. They're exiting the Usagi Row exhibit. Setsa is looking quite a bit more calm. Well, you've been given lots of interesting information about Ibi's social practices and their predilection for marking their tails.
So as you see, based on the style of the ribbon, the exact color, and of course the way that the weave is on the fabric, it can mean several different things. Just watch out for anyone who's got the pom-poms on.
Ah, interesting.
Oh yes, there's, as you've seen, there's just a variety of different styles that are usually meaning between family, friends, and lovers.
At this point, Marcus and Daniel walk up. Marcus has a package under his arm, wraps pretty well, and just says, "Hey, we stopped by the gift shop."
Uh-huh. Oh, the other one.
It's officially on loan. We did meet one of the curators back there. Nice lady.
All right. Carr just kind of looks at the package and then looks back up at him and says, "Interesting. You think there might be something useful in it?"
Yeah, it's a commercial computer system from the era of the Pantheon. So either it has unintentional intel, just that's common knowledge back then. I was able to unlock it for them, which is why they've been gracious enough to let me have it after first copy of the beta. And yeah, we're just gonna take a look at his databanks, and Setsa, you got to do some history. You got to do some pop quizzing for us. You know biology.
It's also possible there might be something tucked away in there that was never meant to be found.
Yeah,
A bit more aggressive investigation may be warranted after we've gone through the quizzes.
Yep. So yeah, we can skedaddle now if you guys are finished up in the main galleries.
Yes, there wasn't a whole lot new on the Pantheon, but given the roles and everything, I think I can at least put together a report. If we do end up meeting our friend again, we'll have some questions for him. He's under no obligation to answer, but hopefully he would.
Very good, very good. And Setsa, how'd you enjoy yourself? And Setsa says, I'm not going to wear any pom-poms.
I think there might have been elements of Usagi Row which she was not previously exposed to.
Oh, really?
Marcus, don't.
Okay, won't tease her about it. And Setsa just says, thank you. And with that, they're able to head out of the museum. While we cut back to finish things up for tonight, we cut back over at the villa. You guys have been given a tour of the grounds. Eli, I'll let you also fill in what is in your villa at present. Otherwise,
Nothing at all.
Large empty spaces. Do you even have a hot tub/pool area?
I mean, you're the one that gave it to me. Up to you.
Do you want a hot tub?
And a pool, yes.
Yeah, so you've got like a downstairs, like in the basement, you've got like this athletics parlor, which leads into a hot tub/spa or a pool/spa area. It's quite nice, being
There's a
well
sauna?
maintained there. Yeah, little like you've got the pool, you've got the hot tub. Then beyond that, you've got little sonic enclosure.
Oh no.
And then upstairs you have your main library, empty, dining room, which is spartanly furnished, kitchen, which is well supplied at present. And, then upstairs you just got some, functional but otherwise bare living rooms, including your master bedroom, which is quite large and circular.
Is there a space for a garden?
Oh yeah, certainly outside. You got like a acre or two for your total grounds.
Why is the pool in the basement then?
It's
because
indoor,
it's also very far to the north, so why not have it indoors where it can be nice and warm all year?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, it's indoor. You got holographic stuff or holographic display screens all around, so you can just make it look like whatever you want downstairs.
All right.
Although you can renovate that and put the pool outside as you desire.
Kind of put a garden in the back.
Cool. But yeah, you get a message from Graves and Company that they're down at the museum and they're coming up to meet you. The groundskeeper says, yes. Do you require anything special for dinner?
I was just going to order a bunch of stuff. You're going to have a, housewarming party.
Very good, very good. May I suggest, there's a special dive bar down by the docks called the Tipsy Orange. Silly name, but at the same time, they've got plenty of good booze.
Okay, that could be...
Is it a wretched hive of scum and villainy?
The wretchedest. You hang that there.
Kara wasn't there, but...
I'm still fond of the cut sometime where somebody just added into it, Mos Eisley Spaceport. It's a shithole. A real shithole.
Okay, so they can provide the booze, but what do we do for actual food?
What would you like? We've got seafood, we've got human-style barbecue, we've got Nausicaan-style barbecue, we've got Lethian-style barbecue. Well, Portana
When you say
is...
human style, what kind of human style do you mean? Because there's, there's Texan style, there's California style, there's Korean style, there's Japanese style.
Given the seafood it has there, I'd put it more towards Korean and Japanese style.
Okay, then that's probably one of the places. Y'all got pizza?
I mean, to be fair, one of the other big differences is that with the human-style barbecue, it's dead before you grill it. Nausicaan, not so much.
Portana has great pizza.
We're gonna get some pizza.
Also down by the bars.
Some barbecue. What do you... John, where are you, John? Are you here?
John drops down from the ceiling.
John, how do you feel about big fried mushroom buffet?
Carlos also thinking good mushrooms.
I'm thinking like a gnocchi.
Mushrooms.
No, well, yeah. I think Kyra said something about local mushrooms, so these are just going to be other...
Mushroom.
Mushroom.
All of them.
Kyra's going to come home with a bag of groceries and see that she's been entirely outdone.
Oh, there's just going to be more groceries there for variety.
See, no, like, you're bringing there the groceries. Eli's ordering takeout from, 50 places.
Well, to be fair, the only groceries that she's bringing is just mushrooms and probably wine.
And, Rick, you're able to check out the local, environmental systems and just various power and stuff like that. And, it looks to be in good order. Groundskeeper is taking good care of the place, and you can certainly put in some Federation upgrades, especially on the security systems. But
I don't know. I kind of like the little wheelie zap boys.
you can make more of them.
He will approach Eli. Well, the basic life support and power system all seem to be in good order. I mean, we can deal with the security upgrades, but that is the main thing. Right now, we just need furniture and to get ready for tonight.
Yeah. I know this is going to sound weird, but I feel like I want a giant oil painting of David Bowie. I don't know why.
It just sort of...
Does anyone else know who David Bowie is?
No, Rick just sort of like
Probably
gives a
not,
blank...
No.
Rick just gives a blank stare.
DB would be the only one.
Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah, see, he knows. Chorog.
David, I kind of want to make a canon that David Bowie music is actually popular among like Nausicaan pirate bands.
I was just going to say, it's better in the original Nausicaan.
Why would you want a painting of a spider from Mars?
No, I want a painting of an eagle, a shape-shifting guy that likes to become an eagle. Okay, no.
A changeling?
No.
How
Maybe,
do you...
I don't know.
How do you even draw someone a shapeshifted guy that likes to be an eagle? How do you know if you draw the eagle, then how do you know they're shapeshifting? If you draw them in the middle of the shift, how do you know it's an eagle?
It was more of a joke that only I get. I'm joking to myself, since no one has ever watched the Venture Brothers.
I mean, I have, but it's been a while.
Ah, fair enough.
So at any rate, the rest of the group is able to come in, and also Grawl, as you go from museum group to villa, you do notice that they have large coniferous trees. Large ones you can climb if you want.
Coral climbs a tree then.
You climb a tree. You're a happy raptor in a tree. Do you make calls of your people?
Let me sing you the song of my people.
Sure, why not?
And the local landscape is treated to the warbling calls of the Grawl.
This won't lead to disaster.
Oh, it's actually just, it's a nice scene. You are happy in your tree.
To be fair, there aren't that many large predators left on Iflar.
No. Not many birds in the first place either. But anyway. So yeah, you guys, everyone takes a look at the villa. People mark out their guest rooms. And,
Guest
Kara
rooms,
goes
they're their
and-
permanent rooms. They can keep them forever. I don't fucking care.
oh yeah, basically at least for the first night.
Kara sets about frying up some mushrooms for John, the local variety. Many of them are strangely shaped. Kara, to John, holds up one that's a puffball mushroom and says, these used to be dried out and people used to play sports with them.
You play ball?
I mean, if we dehydrated it, you could. Right now, it's kind of... And she demonstrates by giving it a squish.
Mine. He smells it as you do the squish, and he's just like doing the little grabby hands towards Kara.
I hate to interrupt, but I just realized you just came here from the museum, and we've been here this whole time. Where's Ryuji?
Graves looks around.
Well, I'm sure he's still alive.
We'll do the post-credit scene with Ryuji.
I'm just giving you an opportunity for mischief if you want something to befall.
We'll do mischief after the nice takeout scene. So it'd be Sir Alec Guinness that we will name later. He helps get everything in as it starts to arrive, and you guys have a nice dinner at a nice little villa by the seaside. Well, a few steps up, but you see it in the distance.
Eli's going to get a projector and, a screen. Like, alright, since I'm... since, I was questioned about this, I'm going to make everybody watch Labyrinth while we eat.
Duns, magic duns.
Then we have to listen to Black Star.
Zetsa just cries out at a certain point, "Oh God, his pants! Why are they so tight?"
And then, of course, in the next few scenes, immediately they're different.
Just the style at the time.
Indeed. So yeah, that's the end of the main adventure. We will continue on next time, where we'll leave Ifar and head back to Starbase Magellan.
At some point, we will interrogate a dodecahedron.
Yes. So anyway, thanks for listening, and we will be back next time.
Don't forget emails at Reliant at StarbaseUGC.com. Reliant at StarbaseUGC.com.
Reliant at
Yay.
StarbaseUGC.com.
And then post-credit scene.
Alright.
Ryuji is walking between a couple of bars in an alleyway.
Yes.
He's walking. And then something from above drops down.
He's been waiting for this. He draws one of his swords.
At that point, something lunges for him.
He's gonna lunge back. He's gonna stab, slash.
And as he finishes his draw, he notices that he has just cut down a bipedal robot. Dun dun dun.
He's obviously gonna do the thing where he flicks his blade clean and just slowly puts it back in the scabbard.
There we go. Anyway,
Just
Not
imagining
everyone.
Ryuji showing up the next day at breakfast, just dumps out the droid. Hey, look what I found.
John just asked, can we cook it?
I don't think it's edible.
He's gonna dump one of your gods on the doorstep.
Oh, God.
Oh, that would be a problem. That would be a problem.